Barsaba, and for today's video, we are going to talk about the multigrade classes. The word multigrade for me is from the word itself multi, which means many or multiple. So when combined together, multigrade is a word that refers to a class with multiple grade level students who are gathered together in one same class, with a teacher teaching various students in different grade level. So actually, I just recently hear about the word multigrade because it was not in my area. I just know about heterogeneous, where learners with different level of ability are mixed and combined together. Yes, it sounds familiar because of the movie that I had recently watched in the previous lesson, where the movie showcases a multi-grade class having few teachers in a school teaching different age group and grade level students. I couldn't completely remember, but I have tried to be mixed with older grade level when I was at a very young age, only as a visitor. I see nothing wrong with enrolling my child in a multi-grade class, especially if I'm left with no other option. Then I guess it's better to enroll him in a multi-grade class, even if I know that it's very hard and challenging, than not enrolling him at all. If that's the only available in my area, I'm willing to enroll him in spite of. And I will help him by supporting and guiding him learn with this kind of environment. I would also like to advise his teacher to be more patient and understand deeper his learners' individual differences. Now let's compare and contrast multigrade and monograde. So in multigrade, teacher and students may be close with one another because usually there are only few students under this class, which may cause a close bond. In monograde, there is a harmonious relationship between learners having the same age and same grade level. In tutorial session, there's a special attention to each student from the teacher, providing special time to each child and more time consuming. While tutoring could be easy, having the same lesson for same level that could lead to simultaneous tutoring. So both teachers from multigrade and monograde classes has the same training programs. In a multigrade class, the minimum number of enrollment is 8 pupils and the maximum is 35 pupils per class. And the traditional classroom has a class size ranging from a minimum of 15 pupils to a maximum of 65 pupils per class, and the average class size shall be 50. So curriculum and instruction is planned and organized on a yearly basis and for each grade group separately. And class grouping is on a grade level and age basis. So curriculum is designed as a written document or a plan of action to accomplish goals, or a body of subjects or a subject matter prepared by teachers in order for students to learn. For multigrade teachers, the hardship allowance shall be paid as, for those handling classes of 2 grades, 15% of their basic salary. And for those handling classes of 3 grades, 20% of their basic salary. And handling classes of 4 or more grades will have 25% of their basic salary. On the other hand, in the Philippines, starting January 1, 2022, Teacher 1 will be paid 25,439 pesos. The higher the position, the higher the salary rate. So multigrade teachers should be flexible and equipped with the knowledge of using various strategies. They need to overcome the problems and peculiarities inside the class. So monograde teachers must acquire organizational skills that must be applied in planning and lesson designing to respond to the needs of the learners. So instructional materials like standard textbooks to support learning. Teachers can get the resources in the internet to help facilitate teaching and learning. The concept of multigrade teaching is a way of teaching that is not the usual setting that we commonly see. It's not a typical classroom who has a teacher teaching single grade class. Rather, it's a classroom where one teacher is handling multiple grade level students. Monograde teaching or single grade teaching is a typical style or the traditional way of teaching where the teacher teaches only one grade or the learners in each grade are usually of the same age but may differ in abilities. On the other hand, multi-grade teaching is where a teacher takes a huge responsibility in handling learners across different grade level and age group. Just by reading this story and watching the movie from the previous lesson, teaching multigrade is undoubtedly difficult, where a multigrade teacher is truly tested with her patience, her trust in herself, and her ability to teach. Because it's definitely not easy to plan for effective instructional activities for different grade level students. So for all the multigrade teacher, I salute and commend you for your undying dedication in teaching. Good day, sir.
Hello everyone. I am currently teaching at Umay Elementary School for 3 years and counting, located at the far-flung area in the mountainous part of Umay Busay, Moalboal, Cebu. Due to the limited resources, or shall we say, support by the Department of Education, we just divide our building into 2 classrooms which comprises of multigrade classes. In our case, we combine 2 grade levels. The most notable part of a multigrade classroom is to teach learners of different grades, ages, and abilities in the same classroom, while in the monograde classroom, the learners with the same grades are seen to be more similar in terms of age and ability. I am handling grade 3 and grade 4 classes. As I observe, due to No Child Left Behind policy by the Department of Education, their age range is similar or the same except for those repeaters. Based from my own experience, there's no such thing as harder to handle. It only requires your dedication and passion on how to deal with your learners to fill their empty young minds. The lower levels require your hard work, patience, and sacrifice, and easy to deal with depending on your approach, and they also have easier topics, unlike higher grades that require enough time to study, especially those hard topics to make it easier for the learners to understand the lesson, and you can multitask by giving activities for them to answer. The methods I used in conducting multigrade classes depends on the topic or lesson so that learning will take place. Most of the time, I give learner-centered activities with ICT integration to help them discover and develop holistically. The activities I give to my learners are the so-called differentiated activities. These activities aims to provide and cater the diversity of the learners to help enhance and develop their own skills and abilities. In terms of support, I do my best to help my learners by providing inspirational and motivational support through various stories behind the success of some well-known personalities. I always encourage them to finish their studies and fulfill their dreams in life. Even though I am handling a multigrade class, my learners are still showing eagerness to learn in a sense that they will follow in every instruction I give. Like they have to stay inside the classroom after lunch to practice reading through peer tutoring. Aside from that, most of them have perfect attendance and arrive in school early. The community always do their part to support the school and the learners. Like in our case, the parents are helping together in coordination with the assigned barangay official to help the beautification and the improvement of the school. The LGU and other stakeholders are also active enough to provide educational supplies or materials and allocate enough budget like the SEF. Teaching multigrade is quite challenging because it's like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. If you'll do it with passion and dedication, then you will surely harvest the fruits of your hard work. Just focus on the main goal of education and aim high to help your learners have a better and brighter future. Some of the challenges I've encountered were overlapping of activities and school reports due to many coordinatorship and also the limited learning resources for the learners.
Thank you for your time and participation, sir. That's all for today, and bye!